back in here to bring me in.
Not if we get away first.
Emily, we're in the middle of a snowstorm and the roads are impassable.
We'll have to knock the trooper out.
No. Okay, Emily, that's assaulting a police officer.
Nicholas, it's not going to matter. We'll be out of the country. We'll be on the other side of the world.
Are you hearing yourself right now?
We don't have a choice. I'm not going to let them take you away to prison.
I want you to take a look at this, Mr. Sanders. That is what you said your name was.
Paul.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's not clear at all. That could be pretty much anybody.
They'll have a better picture at the station. My dispatcher called, says they need help in the city, especially at the hospitals. I need help digging my car out. Could you give me a hand?
He can't. He's been sick.
It's okay. It's just the flu. I can help you.
You sure you're up for it?
Yeah.
Do it.
At least that trooper's coming.
Yeah, sit down. Here, hold on. Look. Oh, God. Nicholas, you're bleeding.
Oh, I know. It reopened when I was digging out that car.
Okay, and let me change the bandage. Here, I'm just going to
It's not going to take long for the police to realize where I am. This price Connor didn't give him directions. You know, he did exactly what I predicted he would do. He waited for just the right moment and he bolted. He wanted me to look worse than I already do. Now I'm a fugitive and a killer. I told you this was about revenge.
We can't be sure. Connor double-crossed us, Nicholas. Maybe something else went wrong.
Why are you still defending him?
I wasn't defending Connor, Nicholas.
You're still going along with his plan, Emily.
I was desperate to run away with you, Nicholas, and I guess that I hoped that Connor would give us enough time to get across the border to Canada, and then we'd be done with him.
As soon as that trooper gets back to the city and sees a clean photo of me, the police will be right back here to bring me in.
We'll be gone by then.
Gone? Wow. Look, you said yourself I'm in no shape to run, and I told you the roads are impassable.
There's an SUV out front, Nicholas.
Yes,
it's
which is
four-wheel drive.
3/4 of the way buried, and the blizzard is not letting up.
I would rather take my chances with the snow than risk losing you.
No, there's too many people involved now. Right? Pretty soon, the police are going to realize that Lucky helped me escape.
Lucky is the one who worked this whole plan out, Nicholas. He wants you and I to be together.
Yeah, he's going to lose his badge for it.
Only if the police prove that Lucky helped you.
And Connor will tell them that.
You can't be sure. Nicholas, Lucky doesn't want you to give up, and neither do I.
What about your medical career? Huh? You're studying to be a doctor. I don't want you to give up that dream.
Nicholas. You're my dream. Okay? Nothing matters more than us being together. You're the most important person in the world to me.
I feel the same way about you, too. You know that, but I just...
So then you'll go to Canada with me?
No, I can't. As soon as this storm is over, I'm going back to Port Charles. The storm is actually kind of beautiful.
The world's full of miracles. Maybe we'll get one to help keep us together.
I don't need a miracle. I have you. And your love. And your faith. You're my wife. That's all I ever wanted.
You know, I'm grateful for this storm. It's like our own security blanket, keeping us safe from the world.
Not for very long. I'm living on borrowed time here, you know that.
Nicholas, can't we just take whatever time we have and pretend that it's always going to be this way?
There's one thing I'll never have to pretend. No matter what happens, you'll be in my heart forever, I promise. Okay?
Oh, God, thank God.
God, it's you. A patrolman was here earlier, and I was afraid that he recognized Nicholas and came
He did
back.
recognize Nicholas. Fortunately, I was the first person he told. I told him I'd handle it, so listen, we don't have a lot of time. If we plan on making any kind of move, we need to do it now, all right? Elizabeth and I, we're willing to do whatever. But, Nicholas, there's something I need to tell you first.
If it's about our mother, Emily already told me.
Nicholas, she's gone.
I know. I'm not ready to accept it. But if it is true, then we have to believe that she's in a better place.
You guys, the storm's starting to let up. Now, all of this doesn't have to be for nothing. All we have to do is just get you guys the last dozen miles of the Canadian border.
The only place that I am going is back to Port Charles. Okay? I don't want any of you trying to change my mind. I have to turn myself in. We'd always be looking over our shoulders. You know, we couldn't have friends. We couldn't have any kind of normal life. I don't want that for you. That's why I have to turn myself in.
Emily, do you agree with this?
No, but I know the look in his eyes, and he's made up his mind, so I'm going to try to respect his decision.
I love you.
I hate this. I hate every minute of it.
It's gonna work out for the best. I don't know how, but we just gotta hold on to hope, right?
Ready, are you?
If you're sure, Nicholas.
Nicholas Cassadine, the place is surrounded. Come out with your hands up, and nobody gets hurt.
Wait, no, there's no contact with prison.
He's my husband.
I got my orders. Mr. Cassadine is going into solitary until we transfer him to Pinville.
This is a mistake. Nicholas was going to turn himself in.
It didn't appear that way to the officers I had sent up to that little mountain retreat of yours.
It's the truth, Mac.
Sorry, Lucky, but your reassurances don't mean much these days. Nicholas doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. None of you do. In fact, you're all in a world of trouble.
Mac, why won't you do something?
What do you want from me, Emily?
Nicholas was planning on turning himself in. Doesn't he get any credit for that?
Well, if that's true, why did he leave the hospital in the first place?
He didn't.
Right, it was all Connor Bishop, right? When in doubt, blame Connor? Do you honestly expect me to believe that Connor orchestrated this whole thing? That he didn't get assistance from Nicholas's wife or his best friend, who conveniently happens to be a nurse? Or his brother, the cop? Make that ex-cop.
Mac, no.
I want your badge and your gun. You are suspended indefinitely. And be prepared to face criminal charges if proof shows up that you aided and abetted Nicholas's escape.
Hey, cut the boy some slack, Bubba. He's got a lot on his mind.
I know about Mom.
No, son, I'm afraid you don't.
I was working on the appeal. Nicholas, and something tells me we're going to win. Okay, you just have to promise me that you're not going to give up hope again.
Emily, the only promise I can make to you is that I'll love you no matter where I am.
Time's up.
Wait, so soon?
You weren't supposed to be here at all. So please don't give me a hard time.
I love you.
I'm going to see you soon.
In my first year as a cop, I pulled my weapon 3 times. But the first time I ever fired it was at you.
Just doing your job.
Right. Well, it's not a lot of time before you transferred, so...
Yeah, let's get the formalities over with.
Merry Christmas!
How did you do all this?
Well, we pulled a few strings.
Yeah, well, the food, what about the...
Well, the Quartermains aren't going to miss this food. And once Emily told me what she wanted to do, I figured it's the least you all deserve.
Merry Christmas, okay.
Christmas, Nicholas.
I know it's quite like home, but...
What are you kidding me? The four of us together on Christmas Eve is close enough to home for me.
Actually, on that note, Elizabeth and I are heading out.
What do you mean? You're not going to stay and eat?
You're leaving in less than an hour, and you and Emily need some time alone.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey,
Thank you.
I'm gonna say a prayer for you. Every day up there, I promise. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. You have a wonderful Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I saw that angel at a florist when I was picking out flowers for our wedding. And I bought it because I knew that we were going to be together at Christmas.
It could be our last Christmas. You know, I may never come back.
Nicholas, so many things have pulled us apart in the past, and we've always overcome them.
I just don't want you to get your hopes up.
Christmas is about hope and faith. And we're meant to be together. Nicholas, so somehow or another it's going to happen. And we're going to be spending holidays together for the rest of our lives.
I'm sorry, but it's time.
Listen to me. You've made all my dreams come true. And I just have one last wish, okay?
What's that?
We don't say goodbye.
Gotta go, come on.
He said it was important.
Luke thinks Helena could still be alive.
Oh, there's no way Helena could have survived that fall.
Helena could survive nuclear Armageddon.
Okay. You said the same thing the day Helena fell, but I didn't realize that you were serious. Do you have any proof?
Well, let's look at the evidence. Or lack of. There was no trace found of a body smashing on the rocks. There was no body found. And the tide didn't take it away because the tide in that location is not strong enough to carry a body away. I know because I've tried. Helena's alive. And my guess is she's somewhere taking a milk bath, having a good laugh at you and Nicholas.
So if Helena's alive, then Nicholas can go free. So where do we start looking? Do you think Helena went back to Greece?
Wait, hold on.
Emily, this is just a gut feeling. Luke doesn't actually have proof that Helena survived.
There's no body. There's no body because she's alive. My guess is she's in the south of France or somewhere in a luxury spa, having beauty treatments, and she will stay laying low until Nicholas has rotted a bit in prison, maybe a few months, maybe a few years, just to teach him a lesson that it's not good to shove her off a cliff. Then she'll resurface. He'll be exonerated when he's properly repentant.
Dad, it's only a theory. I don't want you getting Emily's hopes up.
Hey, look, no skin off my butt. I was just... I mean, I didn't even want to get dragged into this. I'm sorry.
Think about it. Luke's theory actually makes sense. As long as Nicholas stays in prison, then that means Helena is free to plan Emily's accidental death.
You think Emily's still in danger?
Well, if Emily's dead, that leaves Nicholas free to marry again. Isn't that what Helena wants?
Look, here's the equation. Helena arranges a tragic accident in which Emily is killed. Then she resurfaces. Nicholas is exonerated. And she gets exactly what she wants. Her legacy. A single Nicholas ready to marry her choice.
You have to admit, Lucky, it makes sense.
And what you have to do now is pull her out of hiding.
Emily, it's lonely here without you. I have so much I want to say, so much to apologize for. And the only way I can is through this letter. I need you to know that I love you with all my heart, but I can't ask you to go through life alone. So I want you to move on without me. You pledged your life to me. I know how much you wish we could be together, because I want the same thing. I think of you every minute, and I ache for you to be near me, to feel the warmth of your skin.
I didn't hear you come back.
I yelled.
I'm gonna get dressed.
Leave if you want to.
So, did you find out anything?
Oh, God, you would not believe how many carpenters are in Wellsburg, Ontario.
Yeah?
Ridiculous.
Let's see.
Look. Does this remind you of the hotel room in New York?
Yeah, sleeping on the floor. Kinda.
Sometimes I feel like we lost our future to Helena. I don't want that to happen to Emily and Nicholas.
This is... Whoa, I just can't believe this.
I think I found Connor.
So is he working for that carpenter?
The guy barely looked at the picture, but I think he recognized Connor, and he said that he was working alone, but there was an extra pair of goggles, and there was another workstation.
Okay, we better get over there.
Wait. If Connor sees us, you know he's gonna run.
It's not a problem. As long as he runs in the right direction.
It's just so cold out there. Hi. Can you help me? Okay, my husband and I, we're looking for a carpenter, and we heard you were highly recommended, and we need a bunch of built-in things, you know, custom work and nice carved things. We're really into carvings, you know, dogs and cats and whatever. Do you think you can help me out?
Could you give me a hand out here? Yeah, what do you need?
I need some work done with carvings. Can you do carvings? Yeah, Connor, wait.
What the hell you want from me? Save my brother's life.
Helena's still alive.
After Nicholas threw her off a cliff, all right.
Her body was never recovered.
So what?
You were right about some things. A lot of things. I don't want to spend the rest of my life away from Nicholas. Driving up to Bentonville on visiting day, praying for a chance to be alone with him. If Helena is still alive, then Nicholas can go free.
Nobody could have survived that fall, especially not some old lady.
Helena Castaneda isn't just some old lady.
What do you want from me?
We have a plan.
Okay, Helena loves Nicholas.
Yeah, so much she let him think he
Look,
killed her.
it makes sense.
You're insane.
Okay, Nicholas is locked safely away from me. Helena can take her time arranging for me to die in a fatal accident. Okay, show up, get Nicholas out of prison.
You're right, that's nuts.
If Helena thinks that Nicholas has escaped somehow, if she thinks that he's with me, then she's going to come after him. She won't be able to help herself.
So what do you want me to do? Huh? And I'm not even saying I'm going to do it. What do you want me to do?
Dress like Nicholas. Act like
I
Nicholas.
tried that. It didn't work.
I'll help you this time.
Okay, we're going to make Helena think that Nicholas escaped. And you and Emily are going to go to all the places she could be hiding.
So she won't be able to stand it, Connor. She'll come out.
Yeah, let's wrap her. And then what? Huh? Then the prince gets out of prison, lives happily ever after with you. Hmm? And then the two of you get to be the big heroes because you solved the case, right? Great. What do I get?
You get your life back.
I have my life.
Knowing that Nicholas is in prison, partly because of you?
I didn't throw his granny off the cliff. He
You
did.
said that you would be so much happier if you could help him in some way, and this is a real opportunity for you to do that.
I never volunteered to serve as bait to some crazy old lady, all right? And who's probably dead. But if she ain't dead, who's to keep her from coming after me?
We're gonna protect you.
Oh, right, like you protected your brother? Come on, how stupid do you think I am? I tried to help you, I really did. But I got nothing else for you, all right? So just go back to Port Charles and leave me alone.
Connor,
How'd you get in here?
I changed my mind. You're right. I'll help you.
You'll go along with the plan.
Learn how to be like Nicholas?
Yeah, I'll do whatever it takes.
I don't know. There's something wrong.
What, the costume?
No, you know what it is? It's your posture. You're too casual. You gotta stand like you got a board right up the back of your shirt. Hang on a second.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
What happened to your costume?
Oh, okay. I know you had your heart set on a stark naked Lady Godiva, but you're just gonna have to deal with the disappointment, okay?
Well, stark naked would have been better, but this is pretty amazing.
Oh, well, glad you approve. You? Oh my gosh, you're perfect. I swear, if I didn't know better, I'd think that this was Nicholas standing in front of me.
Well, hold on to your kudos. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Cassadine.
No. See,
What, you just told me to introduce myself. What do you want me to do?
Well, again here, you're too casual. You're too friendly. You're too human. See, this guy grew up believing that he was so much better than all these little people.
Nicholas isn't like that, Luke.
Emily, we got one shot at this. Believe me, if Helena thinks that this guy is a fake, she'll disappear in a puff of sulfur. And Nicholas will rot in prison until you're dead from a very well-planned tragic accident. Now, can I be any clearer here, people? So, pay close attention to any woman with her face completely covered. Hi, come on in. Helena could be wearing anything, but remember she's terminally vain, so it'll probably be something spectacular.
Where do you want us in the room?
Well, spread out. And you two come in last after the rest of us are in position.
Then what?
Well, and then we watch the room carefully. When Emily and Nicholas enter, if Helena's there, she's going to show her hand.
Oh my God.
Who's that with Emily? It almost looks like Nicholas.
Well, it can't be Nicholas because Nicholas is in prison. Talk about an entrance.
Yeah, but it seemed to work. Check out the woman at the bar.
You're right. That must be Helena. Hey, look. What's going on?
Hey, this is Connor Bishop. He's impersonating Nicholas.
I'm not hearing this.
Why?
We think that Helena may still be alive. If she believes that Nicholas is out of prison, then it could bring her out of hiding.
You need to let me handle this, Emily, because I'm working on an appeal.
Which may or may not work. Alexis, if we can prove that Helena is still alive, then Nicholas will go free and all the charges won't be dropped.
Too dangerous.
Alexis, please. I'm trying to help Nicholas. Just play along.
Okay.
It's nice to see you, Nicholas.
You too, Alexis. Thank you. I saw her when you made your entrance.
Where is she?
She's over there near the bar. So what do we do now?
We give Helena a chance to follow us. So, go back to dancing so she doesn't get suspicious. Okay. Good luck.
It's showtime.
I'm standing here live in Times Square as we're about to say goodbye to 2004 and usher in the new year, a bright and shining 2005. It's a windy, chilly night, but we're all excited as the clock ticks off the last minutes of the calendar. So, grab a noisemaker, and most importantly, someone you love, and get ready to bring in happy times ahead.
Welcome back into my arms,
10,
my darling.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
wrong with you? Let go of me.
Until you tell me where the woman who hired you is.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Helena Cassadine, where is she? Relax. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want you to answer some questions.
I told you, I don't know any Helena Cassadine.
Well, let me see if I can help you move this along a little bit then. She happens to be, your height, your weight, your build. She also has a penchant for extravagant headgear. She didn't really expect me not to see through this, did she?
None of what you're saying makes any sense to me. I don't recognize your description. I've never met anyone named Helena Cassadine. And if you don't let me go, I'm going to start screaming, and I'm not going to stop until you've been arrested for assault.
Look, if you're not working for Helena, then why did you approach me?
Did you understand the question?
Dad, let her go. Hotel security's gonna be here in about 30 seconds.
Listen to him. Let me go and this never happened. Otherwise, I'm just as happy to press charges.
All right, you can go. But you tell your mistress this is not over yet.
Obviously, my impersonation of Nicholas didn't fly.
No, don't be so sure.
What are you talking about? Right back where we started. If Helena is alive, she didn't take the bait.
She sure did. That woman was here on Helena's behalf. I bet my $2,500 green gecko and moss frog boots on that one. So what do you think the chances are that a virtual body double for Helena would show up at a party where her beloved grandson just happens to be?
What, then you think it worked?
Yeah, so far I do.
Look, Luke, Helena's alive and eager to see Nicholas, and Tracy's in touch with her.
Well, it makes sense that Helena would be wary enough to suspect a trap.
Yeah, so she sent a decoy.
This whole body double thing was a little too convenient. When I saw that woman, you know what? She was genuinely frightened, and I believed that she had never heard of Helena.
She was acting.
And we're a long way from proving that Helena's still alive.
And even farther away from getting Nicholas free.